Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. The roadways are meant to be safe for everyone, whether you're out for a casual walk, bike ride, or out in a motor vehicle. And as the days get longer and warmer in the coming weeks, more individuals will be out enjoying the leisure of the outdoors. Athletes from around the globe will be meeting in Abu Dhabi in 2019 for the Special Olympics World Summer Games. Leading Team Canada as the senior associate swim coach is Jackie Powell of Swift Current. As the temperatures continue to heat up in the coming weeks, more people will be spending time in the backyard with fire pits or enjoying a meal on the barbecue. And before you embark on this favorite pastime, there's a few safety tips to keep in mind. Thanks for joining us here today. With more people outdoors enjoying the warmer weather, both pedestrians and motorists are reminded to obey the rules of the road. The roadways are meant to be safe for everyone, whether you're out for a casual walk, bike ride, or out in a motor vehicle. And as the days get longer and warmer in the coming weeks, more individuals will be out enjoying the leisure of the outdoors.
Yeah, with the motoring public, we just like them to be aware of kids on their pedal bikes. Now that the warmer weather's upon us and the snow's all gone and puddles are disappearing, we're seeing more and more kids out on their bikes. Those kids, having not maybe been out for 6 months, aren't necessarily up to speed on the way they should be riding their bicycles around parks and parked vehicles. So just as long as the public can be a little more extra aware of those potential possibilities, and as well being aware of those guys that are out on their motorcycles enjoying this warmer weather. The roads haven't been completely cleaned off yet, so riding those bikes are sometimes like riding on marbles or trying to walk on marbles. So just give them a little bit of extra distance. We always try to preach the 3-second rule when you're following a motorcycle. If you're back 3 seconds from them, that's usually a safe distance because they can move and maneuver a lot faster than a car, so that'll give the average driver the opportunity to react to anything they may do.
And if you're planning an evening walk or a bike ride, make sure you're visible to oncoming traffic.
Kids on pedal bikes, people riding motorcycles, and pedestrians that are out running or enjoying the evening walk. Wear something that's going to be reflective if you're at nighttime, or a bright color clothing during the day so that the motoring public can see you.
Pedestrians and cyclists are further reminded to always ensure it's safe to cross a street. Always make eye contact with the driver of the vehicle to ensure they've seen you and know your intention to make your way through the crosswalk.
It's a very historical show in many, many ways.
Yeah, it's extremely unique.
Looking through here, it's kind of the story of the art in Saskatchewan.
I'm Kim Hoteling. I'm the director and curator with the Art Gallery of Swift Current, and we're very pleased to present the exhibition Art for Sale.
A Swift Current swim coach will be joining Team Canada in Abu Dhabi next spring. We find out who that is in this report. Athletes from around the globe will be meeting in Abu Dhabi in 2019 for the Special Olympics World Summer Games. Leading Team Canada as the senior associate swim coach is Jackie Powell of Swift Current. Powell has been coaching swimming for over 20 years, and through her involvement with Special Olympics Canada, she's traveled with the national team to Shanghai and Athens at previous World Games. The 2019 Special Olympics World Summer Games are set for March 14th through the 21st in Abu Dhabi. And in the coming months, Team Canada athletes will be selected in their respective sport after competing at various events across the country. Well, with the temperatures finally starting to warm up, you're reminded to ensure your barbecue is cleaned and working properly before you fire it up for another season.
As the temperatures continue to heat up in the coming weeks, more people will be spending time in the backyard with fire pits or enjoying a meal on the barbecue. And before you embark on this favorite pastime, there's a few safety tips to keep in mind.
An encouragement to double check before you have your first barbecue. Give it a clean, get the grease and debris out from last year, clean off the burners, and while you've got it all apart, check the hoses, check the burners, specifically the rubber hosing underneath, and if you see some damage on there, doing a soak test to make sure it's not leaking, or just replace the hoses. We want to keep them away from the house, usually 3 to 4 feet, making sure that we've got some clearance around the barbecue and keeping it away from our house and combustibles.
And as moisture levels vary throughout the season, you're reminded to keep a garden hose handy in case the sparks start to fly in the backyard.
Tidy up the yards, get rid of loose debris and plastic and garbage and leaves and that kind of stuff. And if you're going to start your fire pit and have your fire pit open, that's wonderful. By law, you need to have your garden hose out, water on, and it's stretched out to protect your yard and your neighbors.
And if you do intend to use a fire pit this season, ensure it's built to code and that you have a permit from the city. More information on fire pit permits are available through the City of Swift Current's website or by calling the fire department.
It's a very historical show in many, many ways.
Yeah, it's extremely unique.
Looking through here, it's kind of the story of the art in Saskatchewan.
I'm Kim Hotelling. I'm the director and curator with the Art Gallery of Swift Current, and we're very pleased to present the exhibition Art for Sale.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at southwesttvnews.com. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.